Hi there, Sandra here from the Schwowin's Nest. Welcome to my channel. This first project is using a Dollar Tree burner that I picked up a long time ago, and it was part of my stash, so I decided it was time to give it a makeover. I'm going to take some of this white nautical rope and glue 2 rows all around the outside edge of the burner. I went over to my Cricut Joy and cut out a welcome decal. As usual, this will be available as a free printable and also as a decal on my website. The link will be down in my description box. I'm going to use some of these little picks that I got at the Dollar Tree. They don't have them very often here, but the last time I was at the Dollar Tree, they had these lavender ones, and I think they are absolutely gorgeous. Now, I am taking off the florals that came with it because I really like the look of the frosted or lamb's ear kind of look to the greenery, and I added some of my other lavender on top instead. I'm going to put 5 of them in a row so they're fairly even going all the way across. And then I'm going to add some additional lavender, a few other little florals as well. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. I do tons of farmhouse decor. It's my favorite style of home decor to do. I do seasonal, thrift store flips, and some dollar store DIYs. If you like that kind of content, I'd love for you to stick around and hit that subscribe button. Next, I'm going to take this piece of buffalo check ribbon and I'm going to glue it on either side, making sort of a little pocket just to hide those stems that are glued on at the bottom. Then I'm just going to fold it over and glue it to the back. I am definitely not a bow person, but I really thought that this sign needed a bow. So I've just tied a simple shoestring bow with this buffalo check ribbon, and I'm going to trim off the ends, dovetail the tails, and then glue it right into the center of that little pocket. I thought it was looking pretty cute just like this, but I decided to add some black and white gingham ribbon, same way, just a simple shoestring bow, and I glued that right on top. Taking another strip of the gingham ribbon, I'm gluing that to the back to create a hanger for the sign. I think that just ties everything in together beautifully. I really love how this sign turned out. It's a cutie. The last thing I did was just take my oil-based marker and I just ran it around the edge of the burner just to give that little bit of black detailing, make it look sort of enamel, and I think it really made a big difference in how this looks. You'll have to let me know in the comments. I don't normally do bow things on my channel. I'd like to know if you like them and if you'd like to see more. My second DIY for you is using this Dollar Tree Easter sign. I'm not going to use the front of it, but I just need to take off all those little accessories before I start working on the back. I used a bit of wood filler just to fill up the holes. Once they were dry, I sanded it down and then I started to paint. This sign's going to get 2 coats of white paint. It's just a regular household white paint that I get from Walmart, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is covered nice and solid, including the sides. Before I got my Cricut, I invested in a lot of different stencils, lettering stencils, picture stencils, and I still like to use those because the effect of how you sponge on a stencil letter is very different than a decal. I'm using this simple script alphabet stencil They're 3 inches tall, and these are my absolute favorite stencils to use. I really love the way they turn out. I love the style of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and stencil the word welcome. I'm using a makeup sponge and some black paint. It can be acrylic paint, chalk paint, whatever you've got on hand. And I learned this little trick from my sweet friend Jamie over at Simple Roots Simple Living. I'm going to have her video linked down in my description box along with her channel. She said use a clothespin to pinch the end of your makeup sponge. So number one, you don't get any paint on your fingers, but number two, you get a lot more control because you've got a sweet little handle. I love this tip. So if you haven't tried it yet, you got to give it a try. It makes a huge difference for painting with a makeup sponge. I'm going to distress this sign just a little bit with a dry brush that's a really rough brush, and I'm going to just drag it gently across the top of the sign. I don't want anything too dark, but I just want to make it a little bit more rustic. Next, I'm going to put 2 stripes of this burlap tape. I love this tape. It sticks really well. I got it at Dollarama. I don't think it was from Dollar Tree, but correct me if I'm wrong if you've seen it at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put 2 stripes on sort of the same distance apart, and that's why my letters were off center because I had this design in mind. I thought the sign looked pretty nice this way, but I did decide then to add a little bit more embellishment. I'm taking some Dollar Tree jute twine, wrapping it around probably 6 or 7 times, and then I'll tie it off with a couple of little shoestring bows. I'm just going to add a couple of loops of jute to help with hanging. I think this sign turned out farmhouse adorable. For this last project, I'm using 2 of these frames that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I've taken them all apart and I'm putting the cardboard backings aside. I'm going to be using the glass inserts for the backing of these. I've been looking for a farmhouse paper pack for the longest time, and I did finally come across one. This is a modern farmhouse one. I got it at Michael's, and it does have some gold in it, but I think I'm going to be able to make most of the pages work for my projects. I'm going to use the glass inserts as my template, and I'm going to go around this one large branch, and then I'm just going to find another suitable paper area in here for the second frame. I'm going to use a glue stick to apply the paper. It's better than Mod Podge for cardstock like this because then you don't get any bubbles. And I really like the way it works. So just a regular school glue stick works perfect. So I've got the glass all set in. This is the back side of the frame. And I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and run a bead all along the glass around the back, making sure that the hot glue hits the glass and the wood, and that will guarantee that it will stay in place. For this project, I did use my Cricut Joy and I cut out It's So Good to Be Home. Now, because I'm putting it on paper, I can't exactly use transfer paper to put it on because it's sticky and of course it will rip my cardstock paper. So I'm just very carefully taking off each letter individually and placing it onto my paper like I would a sticker. The decals are cut all in one piece, so I did take my craft knife and cut some of the letters so I could work with them individually. This just made it so much easier to apply them. For the second frame, the words were cut out with individual letters, so I was able to just take my little picker tool and pull them off the vinyl and place them where I needed them to be. I want to glue the home frame on top of the original frame, so I'm using some of these tower blocks from the Dollar Tree as extra support, and I'll just glue a few of them along the side. Then I'm also going to glue an extra one on the bottom side so this sign can stand up on its own. I think this sign turned out really sweet, and I'm hoping that someone will want to take it home. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate your support. If you'd like this video, I'd love for you to give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. See you in the next one.